All right, hey guys, it's Sheila again here. I decided to not come on camera today because I do not look so good. But today I am going to show you how we can make this wonderful, wonderful crop. It's rainbow radish. I think I talked to you guys about this. So in this rainbow radish variety, and it's from Rainbow Heirloom. I did get this on Amazon. It does say that it's non-GMO, and it's like a pound bag, but it has the daikon radish in it. That's the white stem that we're growing currently. It has a purple Triton radish, which does come out kind of purple, but I think it's like a darker red. And then it has red arrow radish. But all three of these mixes together are gorgeous. Chefs love these. And then it has these beautiful green cotyledons. So again, we're gonna do the rainbow radish today, and we are gonna use these green sprouting trays from Amazon. I have left the links down below, so if you want to grab these, I'll link this one too, the rainbow radish. But this is really good price for a pound of this. And remember, you don't need that much for these trays. All right, so I'm going to place this to the side. And again, guys, we're going to be using a 3-tray setup. So you've got your mesh tray. All right, and that is going to house your potting soil, your cocoa coir, or your seed starting mix. Entirely your preference, however you want to do it, whatever you feel comfortable using. I like using, as you guys know, the organic cocoa coir. And there's many varieties out there. So this right here is going to house your cocoa coir. The bottom tray, the cocoa coir days 1 to 3 is going to sift through in here. And you'll see it'll kind of get wet because you're going to be top watering. Remember, once in the morning, once at night. But then days 4 through the end of the grow, you're going to be bottom watering with either spring water or purified water, well water, faucet, any kind of water, or you can use a hydroponic solution like me. I use ocean solution, which is diluted with water, purified water. So that is a mix that I use. It's plant minerals. And then, of course, you're going to have your top tray. So days 1 through 3, your top tray is going to be on top of your tray with a weight, a paver. I don't have a book on me today because I'm growing other trays. So today I'm going to use just this paver. But remember, you don't have to, entirely up to you. But I try to use a book underneath this as much as possible just to kind of flatten everything out, and then the paver. And then, of course, I label this. So, all right. So remember, 3-tray setup. All right. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, you guys know that I love to use a cocoa coir. And this is I always start with 4 cups. And as you can see, look, there's that little hair of cocoa coir. Some people don't like. I don't like it sometimes, so I'll just throw it to the side. But same thing as last time. I start down the middle because you're going to end up spreading this cocoa coir evenly throughout the entire tray. And you're going to make sure there's no gaps anywhere. You want to make sure that the mesh is covered, but everything is not, lumped into one place. All right, so we're going to place that to the side. And then, you can just go ahead and smooth this out however you'd like. You just want to make sure that you get the corners. You want to make sure that, you're not overfilling everything as well. So just try to evenly smooth it. Just eye the tray as best as you can. And if you find any, clumps of cocoa coir, like right here, you want to kind of break that up because you don't want that to, be all up in there and get your seeds all mixed up. So usually I like to go through the tray. I should have gone through this before I poured it all and started, tamping it down, but there you go. So I did that. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and start smoothing. And the goal is to not have, like, let's say if I left my tray like this would be bad, because it's going in a wave. Everything's not even across, because you want your microgreens all to be at the same height, and have the same density, because once your microgreens start the radicals start poking out, you're going to see that they're going to be driven into this medium, whatever medium you end up using. Again, I have used seed starter mix before, and it didn't have a lot of big, perlite in it or vermiculite, so it was actually really good for me. But I like it. I like the yield better when it comes to cocoa core, and there's just nothing else added to it. Okay, so again, tray doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure every spot. Like if you go across the tray and kind of feel it, like if you feel like a dip, you just want to keep smoothing down just a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to keep going and making sure everything is flat. Now, other people, they do take their top tray, and then they, just tamp it down like that. You can do that, entirely up to you. And that's the way that the tray looks after you tamp it down. So if you want to just move a little bit faster than I am, entirely up to you guys. All right, both ways work. Okay, and that looks great. That looks really good. I like the way that looks. And I can feel that the entire tray is even. There's not one spot that's more dense than the other. And now I can go ahead and safely, seed my tray. Okay, and again, so this is going to be rainbow radish, guys. You're going to love this. And radish is spicy. Once you guys start tasting these microgreens, it's all of taste, because the rainbow radish, the way I grow, it takes about 7 days to grow. But if you, and not 7 days, it is spicy. If you let it go a little bit longer, the spice kind of goes out of it. But oh man, it really is good. It really can spice up a dish. Okay, so we've got that right there. I'm going to place this to the side because we want to get our handy dandy scales out. Any kitchen scale, guys, that you want to use, doesn't have to be this. And again, I'm going to go with my little shot glass here that has the measurements all around it on the shot glass. And so I always use 13 grams with these green sprouting trays. Not always, sorry, I apologize. But sometimes, it ends up being 17, 14, 15, depending. But we'll start out with 13 grams and we'll see how the tray looks to see if it's not overcrowded. Because you don't want to overcrowd your tray because your seeds, your microgreens will be bunched and all crazy and it just will not take root. And then you can get, some mold issues. All right, so we're going to turn our scale on and it's circling around. And I already have it set to grams, but of course we want to tare it. So again, my little shot glass there is always 72 grams. So zero it out and tare it. All right. And whatever method you guys want to use, in regards to pouring your seed in. But I'm going to go ahead and just pour it in through this bag. And we're going to do, I think 13 grams ends up being 1 tablespoon on this, guys, if I'm correct. Okay, perfect. All right. And shoot that out. Yep. There you go. And again, these rainbow radish seeds are pretty as well. They're multicolored because, of course, this is a multicolored crop. Okay, we're going to take that and we're going to put it over there, our scale to the side. Okay, so remember, there's 2 different ways, guys, to seed your tray. There can be 3. Ooh, one fell in already. There can be 3. There can be 4. Any way that you feel comfortable. You can go across your tray like this, or you can, just kind of seed it out real quick. I like to go across like this. You know, it can be slower. It can be a lot quicker. It just depends, you know, on how I feel that day. But here you go. So as you see, I'm, you know, taking my time and trying to spread the seed out a little bit and trying to make sure that everybody is not clumped together. Everybody's going to have a chance to, you know, be a showstopper on their own, really. Okay, and keep going all the way across the tray. You're just going to go back and forth, and you want to make sure that, you know, you're hitting the corners there. The corners are always problems for me. Always, always, always. But, you know, I'll get quicker one day. I promise. All right. And I'm almost done with the seeds that are in the shot glass seed. It's empty and I've got a little bit left here. So, you know, you can go back over the tray like this and keep filling it in. You know, or you could, you know, if you heavily seeded in one spot and you see that you've missed a couple, you can go ahead and, you know, just hit those up again. Okay. And I always hit the corners and sometimes in the middle. All right. And that looks great. 13 grams. I'm happy with that. You can add a little bit more, entirely up to you. But this is what your tray is going to end up looking like. Now be careful, and don't tilt it up like that because we still have to water this. So, you know, guys, I use that 5-gallon pump sprayer. You know, you can get a 1-gallon pump sprayer entirely up to you. Get it from your local hardware store. You can get it from, you know, a nursery, you know, Walmart, wherever you shop, if they have any pump sprayers. I always make sure that mine is, you know, not for chemical, for water. They have different kinds. All right. So, and I have my setting on cone. And remember, the whole goal when you're doing your watering, especially your first watering, is not to saturate the tray. You want to make sure that you're wetting it so the cocoa core kind of changes color. So you'll see it go from a light brown to a dark brown. Okay, and you're going to give it a good pass over. And then you're going to do the same thing for the first 3 days, once in the morning and once at the night. You're not going days like after you take it out of blackout, you're not going to top water anymore. You don't want to top water your crops. All right, so we're going to go ahead and spray this. This is another little short video. We're getting quicker here. All right, and as you can see, that cocoa core and the seeds are going down. That cocoa core is changing color, and those seeds are going right into that medium, which is great. That looks beautiful. Okay, and so we're going to keep going. We're almost done here with that. Oh, this looks really nice. All right, and I like to hit the corners because I always miss them, and just in the middle, boom, we're done there. Perfect. Okay, so after that, guys, all you do is you add your top tray, that 3-tray setup, and then you're going to add weight to it and you're going to label it. So this is how the rainbow radish tray looks right now. Okay, looks really good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add that top tray and press it down just a little bit. And we're going to add our weight. Okay, and don't forget to label because we've got lots of things growing. So I'm going to use my sticky notes and we're going to say this is rainbow radish. And we're going to put today's date on this. 12/7/20 is when we sowed it. So tomorrow is technically day 1 when it comes to, you know, watering. Even though we watered and sowed it today, tomorrow is actually day 1. All right, guys. So again, if you have any questions, please leave them below. But again, this was our rainbow radish. I will see you guys back probably on day 3. If some radicals are poking, you know, I'll be back to let you you know, take a look at my tray. I can't wait to see all of you guys' trays. You know, just leave a comment below. Hit that like and subscribe button, please, so I can get this channel going and we can keep creating some more microgreens. All right, guys, sending you guys all love and light.